The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand. The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.
Well, hello and welcome to the Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton on a gloriously sunny day for action in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, and this is the last match of the round-robin competition before finals day. Hauraki Mavericks, team from Auckland, Bay of Plenty, also Waikato, up against the Central Falcons, the lower North Island team encompassing regions like Wellington, Manawatu, Hawke's Bay and Taranaki. So, simple equation for this contest. The Tridents have finished round robin. They lost their last game against the Alpiners by 3-1, but that goal difference of +6, second from the right there, will see them qualify for the final with 14 competition points. So they will definitely finish either first or second in this round robin. Which team they will play in the final is about to be determined, with the Falcons and the Mavericks in second and third place respectively. Now, it's obviously in the Falcons' favour. They're 4 points clear, which means if the Mavericks, the team in orange here, if they want to make the final, they not only have to win and join the Falcons on 14 points, but they have to get their goal difference up. There's a huge difference between the two teams in goal difference. There's 9 goal difference, which means, if my maths is correct, Tina Belkake, they need to win by 5 clear goals. So that's where we're at with this competition. Can the Mavericks, one, win and then get 5 more goals than the Falcons? And we must remind two people, Tina, that the Falcons are actually unbeaten in this competition and have 10 Black Sticks players in their lineup, which we'll get to, Tina, in just a moment. The Mavericks actually have more Black Sticks players in their team, 11. Players like Grace O'Hanlon, Louis Totololova, Liz Thompson, who is captaining the team today. No, she isn't, actually. Taryn Davey is captaining the team today, number 16. Sitting out today is number 13, Sophie Morrison, and number 15, Amelia Marlowe. Back in the team today is Rose Cadell, interestingly, who missed the last game. So they've maybe playing their strongest lineup, and they have to really go for it today, do the Mavericks. They do have the added ability, added experience, as I say, as 11 Black Sticks. Here is the Falcons lineup today. To be captained by number 4, Kayla Whitelock. Sitting out Ruby Logan today. She won't be playing number 14. So they have oodles of experience. Georgia Barnett in goal. Other players to have played for New Zealand are Megan Hull, also Olivia Shannon, who's been very good, Michaela Curtis, and it's good to have Kelsey Smith playing once again as she continues her recovery from that serious knee injury. Well, how do you see the game playing out today, Tina, in these gloriously sunny conditions?
Yeah, I don't think the Mavericks will lie down here. It is a tough feat for them to score 5 goals. They're probably not particularly happy with their finishing in previous games, but the Falcons, they have a really exciting young striker line, so if anything, I'd like to see them put 5 goals on.
Wow, there we are. Well, we'll see. But yes, there is a great blend of experience and exciting young talent in this Central Falcons lineup. And we'll talk about a couple of these players, Olivia Shannon in particular, number 12, who's been one of the leading players of this competition. She's just 19. She's already played 25 games for New Zealand. And hasn't she been sensational for the Falcons? And she's a superb prospect for New Zealand, isn't she?
Yeah, so Shannon's come along in the last 2 years and she's really dominated in this tournament, and she's really showing some form, probably one of the standout strikers. Finished the goals off really well, which has been exciting to see from such a young striker. Yeah,
she's got it all, isn't she? She's physically imposing, she's got pace, she's got power, she's got great stick work, and she just continually asks questions of the defence. So interesting matchups for this match. And the umpires for today's clash, Kelly and Foskin from North Harbour, originally from Taranaki, and Rachel Murphy is going to be the other umpire from Christchurch. And she currently works for Gymnastics New Zealand, so she's not only a great administrator but also a great hockey referee or umpire as well. So here is the Mavericks team. Grace O'Hanlon, fantastic match from her in the previous contest. She's number 2. Lulu Tuilotalava, number 3. And she's coming nicely into good form too. Liz Thompson, number 4. One of the great Black Sticks players we have at the moment, 187 games, and she's only 25 years of age. Ali Hunt, Julia King, who's played more than 100 games for New Zealand. She's playing well at the moment as well. Maddie Dow, Taylor White have also played for the Vantage Black Sticks, as has Alia Jacks, number 9. Eva Zylstra, a 20-year-old under 21s player from last year for New Zealand, is playing once more. Kendra Pert-Anderson, Kim Tanner back again. She's been very strong on the defensive end. Lydia Woods, after missing out on Thursday night, back in the lineup today. Taryn Davey captaining the team, wearing 16. Rose Cadell, 207 games for New Zealand, debuting back in 2012. And the team is rounded out by Alex Lucan, Amy and Tori Robinson, and Brianna Catley, number 21. There is the Hauraki Mavericks, the home team here in Hamilton. And now the Central Falcons, who have played 5 games and haven't lost yet. Georgia Barnett, 35 games for New Zealand. She's wearing 1. The other goalkeeper, number 2, Kelly Carline from Horowhenua. Estelle McCarty, Wellingtonian, wearing 3. Kayla Whitelock, 256 games for New Zealand, 63 goals. She's the 4th most capped player for New Zealand and has scored the 7th most goals of anyone for the Black Sticks. Casey Crowley, Caitlin Cotter, an exciting prospect out of Hawke's Bay. She's wearing 6. Megan Hull's been in very solid form, number 7. Jessica Kelly, Kiriana Whiteow Hunter, young players on the rise. Keep your eye on both of them going forward. Hope Ralph, Olivia Shannon, they fall into that category as well. Michaela Curtis been creating some havoc on the wing, has the Black Sticks player for the Central Falcons. Felicity Reedy is number 16, number 15 rather. Annie Waka-Roberts, good to see her playing well again. Riley Knapp, Jenna Ray McIntyre, 2 young players. And the team is rounded out by Emma Rainey, 21-year-old from Wanganui. Rebecca Baker, number 20 from Wanganui. And Kelsey Smith, the Black Sticks player, wearing 21. The 2 coaches, Darren Smith for the Falcons, Mark Borges for the Mavericks. The start of the game is coming up right after this.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
It's gone a million miles in the air.
You little beauty.
I've got goosebumps, Kim. Messi!
Oh, there goes that one. How about that? Shake, rattle, and roll.
So here we go, folks. It is the last match of the women's competition in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League in the round robin. It's going to be the Mavericks and the Falcons. Last time these two teams met, it finished 1-1. Sophie Morrison, who's not playing today, for the Mavericks scored their goal, and Hope Ralph scored the goal for the Falcons. And then there was a shootout, and the Mavericks went on to win that. So it was a tight affair, but for a radical shake-up on the points table, it's going to take a completely different result today. If you're just joining us, what happens from here is that the Mavericks need to not only win this game, but they need to win by 5 clear goals to make the final against the Tridents. If that doesn't happen, then it'll be the Falcons playing the Tridents in the final tomorrow, and the Mavericks will play the Alpiners for third or fourth. That's the scenario. And it was interesting, we saw that Tridents team rest a couple of key players. As we see Whitelock come forward here to Olivia Shannon, who loves to run with the ball. She's pushed that way too strong, though, for Caitlin Cotter. We saw the Tridents opt to rest a couple of players in their earlier game today, Tina, with Stacey Mickelson not playing and Steph Dickens also not playing. But I noticed the Falcons haven't decided to go down that path, have they?
Yeah, the Falcons have pretty much got a full-strength lineup starting here. Probably see how they go and maybe give them a rest a little bit later.
We'll see how that goes, as Shannon is better on the ball that time. And that's bounced up into Hope Ralph, so it's going to be a free hit for the Mavericks. Of course, we're getting close to the naming of the Vantage Black Sticks national squad, which Graham Shaw talked about, the coach of the Black Sticks, on Thursday. 25 players will be confirmed on the 16th of December for the national squad. So the selectors watching these games with a real close eye. So there is still plenty to play for several players as they look to get to the Olympics next year, as Michaela Curtis brings it, Michaela Curtis brings it to the circle. It's good work there from Kim Tanner. She brought it out of defence there. And there's going to be some unlucky players in that who miss out on that squad, Tina, isn't there?
Yeah, there's, I think you were saying 40 Black Sticks players in total?
Pretty much, as we see Shannon coming in to the circle. Still there. There's a chance, surely. No, it hasn't been taken by Caitlin Cotter. Just couldn't quite get in position to swing at the ball there.
Yeah, and Kim Tanner got down low and had a little bit of a swipe at the ball. Just upset her.
Good signs for the Falcons early in this contest. That's only Waka Roberts crashing it in, but it is controlled. And away comes Kim Tanner with a good stop again for the Mavericks. Yes, we reckon there's about, we know there was 14 Black Stick players in the first game there today to play for New Zealand, 21 in this game. So that's 35, plus two were rested in that Tridents team today. So there's another 2. And we know Sam Charlton, for instance, is not available at the moment due to injury. So there's another player. So there's 3. So that makes, 21, 28, 35, 38. At least 38 players that I can think of at the top of my head. And there's probably a couple of others as well floating around the traps. Jack's trying hard to win the ball there for the Mavericks, but not to be as Kayla Whitelock comes through. And that's Jessica Kelly frustrated. She didn't do better there.
Yeah, and that was a nice, flat, strong pass from Kayla Whitelock out to the outside, and she should have done better with that.
Tanner. Now, where's Liz Thompson? She's playing higher up the field in this game so far. Interesting to see her not on the back line at the moment. What do you make of that tactic from Mark Borges, the coach of the Mavericks?
I just think that they're trying to get their outside defender up a little bit higher, create the overlap down the sideline.
Well, they do need goals, don't they? And she did score a goalie
Actually,
midweek, didn't she?
She's playing in the midfield.
Looks like it, doesn't it? Central midfield, right?
So Liz is nice and strong. She'll force her way into the top of the circle.
Well, it's come up off a Falcons player. So Catley did well there for the Mavericks. White. Now Thompson on it. Whoops, 3 players around her. I don't think she realised there was a Falcons player on her left shoulder, just in her blind spot. Having eyes out the back of your head sometimes might be quite useful. If you missed the early result, it was 1-3-1 by the Alpiners over the Tridents. Good win for them. First of the competition. Take some confidence from that result into the third and fourth place playoff game tomorrow. Now that one's been flicked over to Emma Rainey into the circle. And it has gone over the baseline. In fact, umpire has said play on. Good crowd in here too today. Conditions just perfect too, aren't they? It's not too hot for spectators, not too hot for players.
Yeah, there's a nice breeze out on the pitch today, which will keep the players nice and cool. Enable them to run a little bit longer.
No excuses. They had a day off yesterday too, Tina.
No excuses at all.
Tomorrow might be a different story. Have to fight through some niggles tomorrow. All of these players, they get one last chance to impress the selectors. Nicely controlled up front by Tori Robinson. Jax makes a run. That's cut out. Is that Megan Hull?
Well done by Megan Hull.
How good has she been for the Falcons in this competition? Now Hope Ralph chasing this one. She still has control of it, Ralph. And this could be dangerous here as O'Hanlon is there, but Hope Ralph maybe took it a bit too far. What do you think?
Yeah, just opened up a little bit and left the ball exposed for the defender to get a last little jab. I don't think that was Ellie Hunt.
Jax. Thompson can't control that one. And Whitelock has it. Ralph gets another opportunity wide on this left-hand side for the Falcons, and she has support from Baker. Good tackle from Tui Lotolava. And if Mavericks have got it back again. Roberts actually, that was a miss hit.
Yeah, no, that was
No harm done though.
a fake trick pass.
Yes. I was good at those when I was young. It's Megan Hull. Whitelock. Yeah, Megan Hull's been very solid. Good leader too. She and Kayla Whitelock sharing the captaincy for the Central Falcons in this competition. Whitelock the captain today. A similar pattern for the Mavericks here. They've been pretty sound defensively through this competition, Tina, but just not maybe creating the amount of opportunities up front as the other teams have been.
No, it's just that final pass that they're making once they get the ball through the midfield.
Like that one.
Yeah, like that one. So both teams playing a three-quarter defence, just dropping off.
Early ball that time from Kiriana Wairo Hunter, but not able to be controlled by Rebecca Baker. Lucan. in that central defensive position at the moment for the Mavericks. Amy Robinson.
Oh, well done, Emily Baker.
It was well done by Baker, yes. Ellie Hunt. It goes to Lucan again. Whoops, not quite the pace on that pass that perhaps she was looking for, so Ralph can put some pressure on, but nicely done. Now King. This is better for the Mavericks as they attack into the circle for the first time in the contest. There's a shot saved by Barnett, and it is going to be a free hit to the Falcons.
Rosie Cadell did really well there. Nice receive, opened up. Reverse shot on the goalkeeper's pads.
Didn't she do well to create space for herself there? Guess if we want to just a bit more angle on the shot, but everything happens so fast. But the Mavericks will be encouraged by that. Rainey still on it here, Emma Rainey. That's Thompson doing what she does best, intercepting. Almost a good pass there to Cadell, but she couldn't quite grab it. Cotter. Wado Hunter. Has support with Baker. There goes Shannon crossing it, but not getting the accuracy she wanted. Here's King for the Mavericks. Almost getting herself into a bit of a pickle, but in the end, no harm done. And that has gone against the Falcons. So Thompson now dropping back into the defence. That's nicely controlled by Kim Tanner. Well, she can't quite believe that call. And the umpire wants Shannon to come back and play it again. Hull sweeps it forward, but cut out there by Julia King. Busy player, Julia King. Never rests, does she? Never goes through a quiet patch.
Oh, she's got some good skills. She's a wonderful player.
Plenty of energy. It's Cotter. And it's going to go against her, Caitlin Cotter. Well, this game, the corresponding game in round one, was close between these two teams. Not much in it. And it's proving this way in the first quarter here in the second contest between the two. Jax Hull onto that one and on a flash. She was on that one. Nicely anticipated by Megan Hull. Now she drops back. And Roberts with Whitelock. Now Roberts on the ball here. Falcons just happy. Knocking it around now, Roberts with a good ball forward. Nicely controlled by Casey Crowley. Free hit to the Falcons. Right on the attacking quarter line. There's the pass. Here's a chance. O'Hanlon bats it away. Well, it was Kelsey Smith coming in there with a pretty dangerous run.
Yeah, I think she was surprised at how much space she had.
She was. Whitelock tries to thread the needle. Jax has won the free hit and takes it quickly. Well, it's not a great pass. Easily anticipated by Crowley there. Nicely gathered by Shannon off Crowley's pass. Tanner and Shannon. Good battle going on there, and it's gone against Olivia Shannon. Falcons will have a chance from the halfway line inside the last minute of this first quarter. Hull fires it over to Roberts again, and that's been lifted. So free hit to the Mavericks. Both teams just happy to knock it around their defences in these last 5, 6, 7 minutes. And there is the end of the first quarter. So stalemate between these two teams. 0-0 at the end of the first quarter. Well, I guess if you're Darren Smith at the moment, the coach of the Falcons, Tina, you're fairly happy, aren't you, given with what's at stake in this game for this team?
Yeah, Darren's very much a structures man, so he'll be happy with the way that his team is playing, particularly in that first quarter. I think it's a pretty much practice run for tomorrow's game for them. He's got his top lineup, and he's obviously got some things to work on. And it'll be about his patterns and his structures. So they're doing that very well. I like how they're a fast break team, though, and that's what the Mavericks are aware of. So they'll hold back and congest the defensive half and try and hope that they turn it over in the midfield. And
what about the Mavericks? You know, at some stage, we touched on it right at the start. They need to win by, not only win this game, but win by plenty. I mean, what stage do you think he should at least consider absolutely throwing it all up front and going for it?
I think that's the reason why he's stuck players like Liz Thompson and Rosie Cadell in the midfield, so that he has some strength going through the midfield. It's just that they've got to make sure that they get it to those players and they hit their strikers to be able to finish it off. But I'd want to see a little bit more attacking play from the Mavericks. Let's really take it to them. They've got nothing to lose.
Well, that's it, isn't it? And they've battled to score goals, haven't they, the Mavericks? They lost, just going back through my score sheet, they lost 2-1. So they scored 1 goal on Thursday. They scored 1 goal on Wednesday. So they're averaging about 1 goal a game at the moment as we start the second quarter. They scored 3 against the Alpiners in the first round, did the Mavericks.
Yeah, and I think all of those, majority of those goals have been scored by the likes of Liz Thompson and Rosie Cadell. So if those are the ones that are scoring the goals, he's got to get them close to the front of the field.
So this is their 6th game. In fact, they've scored 6 goals in their 5 games. So probably not the amount of goals going in from the Mavericks as they probably would have hoped for. But defensively, they're pretty good.
I think they have the ball on the defence the majority of the time. That's probably the reason why.
Thompson trying to get around Caitlin Cotter. Won herself a free hit, has Liz Thompson. Kim Tanner. Thompson with a beautiful flick into the circle. Oh, unfortunately, just got lifted there by Tori Robinson. But if she'd kept that on the carpet, that could have been really interesting. Cotter. Here's Shannon. Just took it back a little bit too far.
Oh, she did well to get that back, though.
Caitlin Cotter, yeah. And now Hull. Remember, the Falcons don't need to risk anything here. Thompson on the fast break. This is Cadell. Amy Robinson up front. Oh, nicely stopped. Beautiful anticipation by Roberts.
I'm not too sure about that tackle either.
Hope Ralph's been green carded. And now the Mavericks get an opportunity. Lucan. mean, this is almost the point where you maybe throw your keeper off just for 2 minutes. Just for 2 minutes, you know. Play with 11 outfield players, and then you're up against 10, including your keeper's worth a shot, isn't it, if you want 5 goals?
You're keen for one of those coaching positions, aren't you?
Come on. Give me a shot. Here's Shannon. She's been tackled. King's got it.
Yeah, I would have stuck 11 players on too, to be honest. 5 goals. You need 5 goals.
Yeah, got to go for it at some point. Kim Tanner. Lucan can't catch that one. And Taryn Davey was further forward, so she wasn't going to get close to that one either. So again, I don't think we'll see anything risky here from the Falcons, with Hope Ralph on the sideline at the moment. Maddie Dow couldn't keep that in for Mavericks. Now, the other number 7, Hull. Such an accurate passer of the ball too, isn't she, as Kelsey Smith's onto this one. Here goes Smith down the left flank. Kelsey Smith still has it, close to goal. Still, good to see Kelsey Smith asking questions.
Yeah, nice drive into the circle from Kelsey. And along the baseline, good control, just couldn't quite get the spin around and the ball in between the goalkeeper's feet.
Thompson. Lucan. Nicely cut out by Curtis. That's commitment and good stick work. Whitelock, that was not a great pass to her, though. No, Amy Robinson's onto this one. Robinson through the middle. Here's a chance. It's there! Amy Robinson, superb. We've been waiting for her to fire up.
Well done, Amy Robinson. Great skill into the top of the circle there. Nice little flick over the top of the stick.
Well, what a goal that was. And Amy Robinson, pretty much like Olivia Mary in the previous game, doing it all herself. Great work to beat 2 or 3 defenders and then get a real good crack at it. Amy Robinson. Don't think she scored, actually. I think that might be her first goal, too, of the competition. Of course, she's an experienced Black Sticks player herself. 77 games, 9 goals. First debut back in 2016 and was part of that gold medal winning team on the Gold Coast as well. Now, the Falcons have been very good through these first 5 games of coming back after conceding goals in their games. Hasn't daunted them at all. Great pass.
They are a very good team at coming back from behind.
Thompson with the pass, and unfortunately Taylor White just couldn't quite keep it in. Whitelock. Roberts. Here's a good little run coming in from Baker. She's still on it, Rebecca Baker. Trying to get round Jax, who has pretty good stick work herself. Baker still in possession. Nice little pass. This is Kelly to the baseline, and she's just lost it over a timely little deflection there from Pert Anderson. Here's a long corner for the Falcons. Whitelock just happy to calm it down over to Riley Knapp, who's on there, and Baker again running at the defence. Not shy on having a crack, is she, Rebecca Baker?
Oh, I think she's had a wonderful tournament. Well, the last few games anyway that I've seen her play. She's used to school at the right times, and she's a nuggety little player, that's for sure.
Yeah, she's only 18. It's good work from Tui Lotalava to cut out that high pass, though. And now Mavericks back in possession through Hunt. Target of her pass was Taylor White, who's gone down to Robinson, the goal scorer. Good tackle coming in, though, and away comes the Falcons. Kelly and Ralph. Up there, closing down the space. Thompson. Started in the midfield, now playing wide on the left defensively. Well, if we had got another goal to the Mavericks here, that would really make things interesting. Wow, Megan Hull. Don't often see that from her. Cadell inbounds it. Hunt. King back on. Kim Tanner. Tuilo Talava just can't control that one.
Yeah, just needed to soften her bottom hand a little bit there on the receive. It was a good run back into that space.
McCarty out there. Nicely kept in field. And Estelle McCarty again to Whitelock. Knapp. Almost taken away by Tuilo Talava. Now it has been. Works hard off the board as Lulu Tuilo Talava. But Reedy has got it still for the Falcons. And now it's back to Roberts. Roberts. No option but to run with the ball.
Yeah,
the space cut
pressure.
down. Good work from the Mavericks there as King wins it. Yeah, it was good pressure, wasn't it? Hunt. On to the left. And Tanner again. King.
Oh, nice receive by
Wasn't it?
Julia.
It wasn't easy to control that one. Now Tuilo Talava bounces up, hits the leg though of that Falcons player. King wants to take it quickly. Into the edge of the circle goes Cadell. Here's a chance, Jax. Saved by Barnett. Still there for Megan Hull, and she's going to come away with it. It's a good defence by the Falcons,
It was
Barnett.
a great defence by the Falcons. Nice work again from
Cadell.
Cadell at the top of the circle.
Brilliant work here from her. She's back on there, and she managed to get front on with some great stick work. But Barnett was up to task. Now it's back down the other end of the field, and here's a chance for the Falcons into the circle. Zylstra somehow found herself with the ball. Cadell. Jax. Oh, it's good tackle from Cotter. Real good work from her. Oh.
Just getting it tangled up in those long legs of hers.
And Cadell can't control that one, but Curtis has got it. Now Shannon. Olivia Shannon doing well to keep the ball in the field of play and winning the free hit. Umpire wants it taken from the right spot. 4 to play. Shannon into the circle. What a run from Shannon. Deflected off the way by McElroy Foster, who's there for the Mavericks in goal. So still 1-0, and the goal scorer Amy Robinson. Pretty much a solo effort from the Black Stick striker. Tanner. Davey plays it off. Olivia Shannon for a free hit. Mavericks very controlled at the back, aren't they?
Yeah, they're just having a little bit more patience in terms of their attack coming forward.
Hunt sneaks it under Shannon's stick. Ellie Hunt is not shy on running with the ball as Zylstra gets through that player, Kelsey Smith. Zylstra to the circle's edge. Free hit right on the edge of the circle, taken quickly by Eva Zylstra. Hull. Excellent play from her. And Shannon can't keep that in.
Ooh,
Close.
she tried.
Yeah. Hunt all the way back to Kim Tanner. Now Thompson. Liz Thompson with a probing run. Wins the free hit and in she comes. Liz Thompson plays it into the circle. Long corner. Just came off the stick there of Wido Hunter.
Yeah, and a little bit of a shove on Amy at the same time.
Important couple of minutes here for the Mavericks if they can find another goal. Whitelock's beaten. But Megan Hull wasn't. Good commitment from her, and she wins a free hit there. Megan Hull again playing very well at the back for the Falcons. She's been a standout for them. Cotter. Just trying to see Cotter fall back into that Whitelock position when Whitelock is not on the field too, Tina.
Yeah, I just noticed that too. It's not one of her usual positions she'd be used to, but it's good to throw a young one in the middle there. She's got some experience. She's strong on the ball. She's got good speed and good skill as well. So it's an option in terms of giving one of those younger players.
Well, that was good play from Lucan at the back from the Mavericks to intercept that ball. It was looking fairly useful build-up to that one for the Falcons. Well, Davey just lost it for Mavericks. The last 2 minutes of this first half. As Ralph tries to find Shannon, but that's going to beat everyone over the baseline. But it's been deflected off a Maverick stick. So maybe this will be the last chance here for the Falcons with just under 20 seconds to play until half-time. Will they crash it in for one more play? Only 5 seconds left. And Shannon is going to run out of time. So it's the Mavericks with the advantage on the scoreboard through an Amy Robinson goal earlier in this quarter. And it's half-time as the Mavericks not only need to win, but need to win by 5 clear goals. They lead 1-0 at half-time.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan and at the end of the term, choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape, or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
So, Egypt. Exciting.
It's been my lifelong dream to see the sunrise over the pyramids. Oh, it's silly, really.
Not at all. The room. It must be 502.
More than ever, we need our parents to be more supportive
so we can go out there and have some fun.
We're on a mission to find some of our most famous sport parents.
To give our parents some helpful advice.
So do you think he'll be able to help us out?
Absolutely. When I played sport, it was all about having fun.
Talk about the effort they win and not about the fact that they won the game.
Try and encourage our kids to get involved in as many sports as possible.
We want to build kind, strong, resilient athletes.
They see and watch your behaviour all the time. They see everything.
Don't pressurise them and trying to make them improve too quickly.
Kids coming in with a lot of overtraining injuries.
They're not supposed to know how to have the winning mindset at the age of 12.
If they come off that field or come off that court with a smile on their face, then I'm a happy man.
We came up with 10 golden rules for being an awesome sport parent.
To check them out, go to besportive.kiwi.
Here we are in Hamilton for the last game of the round robin competition in the women's competition in the 2020 Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League. Here are the stats. It's the Mavericks leading by 1-0, courtesy of Vantage Blackstick striker Amy Robinson, a brilliantly solo goal. Other than that, it's pretty even, although isn't it interesting to see the circle entries significantly in the Falcons' favour, even though they've only had 45% of the possession, which maybe means the Mavericks are struggling to just turn their possession into meaningful opportunities once again. Let's go down to Matt Williams, who's got some halftime reaction for us.
Chris Arthur, coach of the Hauraki Mavericks here. So the side managed to get a 1-0 lead at halftime. You need a few more goals to make the final tomorrow. What are you going to do to take that into your hands?
Yeah, well, actually, we're pretty happy with the way we're setting the pace of the game. There's space for us, so it's actually about being patient, waiting for it to open up and then taking the opportunities. So we want to stay with our structure because it's working for us.
So that structure seems to be constructing the opportunities. How do you take those opportunities in the second half more?
Yeah, well, we're looking for a give and go. We want to create 2-on-1s and there's opportunity there. So at the moment, they're chasing and that's what we've got to keep them having to do.
Awesome. Thank you and good luck for the second half.
Thanks a lot.
Interesting. They're going to have to throw caution to the wind at some point, are the Mavericks, as they need plenty more goals against this Falcons team. Let's go back to Matt for some reaction from the Falcons now.
Verity Sharland, assistant coach of the Central Falcons. You constructed a lot of opportunities in the first half. How do you turn that into points in the second half?
Well, I think we actually just need to stay composed in our attacking third, and we are entering the circle numerous times when we hit the attacking 25, so that's a positive. I mean, Alice has made some good saves for the Mavericks, and so if we can get the ball off the baseline a bit earlier, we can shift her and make sure then the shots are, going goalwards.
And what do you need to do to shut down their attack? They're obviously needing a few goals in the second half. What are you doing to expect that attack?
Yeah, we just need to be disciplined with our pressing lines, make sure we get our centre striker and our centre mids connecting really well. And I actually think we've been doing that very well for the majority of the game. There's sometimes a lapse in there when the communication just drops off. So the consistency for that is key for us to make sure that we force them around our shape and not through it.
Thanks, and the second half.
I'm surprised she just didn't say, just give it to my sister. She'll look after it. Hey, Tina, what do you reckon? That's Verity Sharland, of course, Kayla Whitelock's sister, right? Yeah.
Yeah, interesting that both teams are playing very similar in terms of their structure and their game plan. But as you say, Glenn, the Mavericks need the goals. So at some stage, they need to push forward and just change their game up a little bit.
And wasn't that, there's another look at Amy Robinson's goal. What a cracking goal that was, wasn't it? Fair play to her. Beat two players there, another one there. Yeah,
really good vision from Amy to see Megan Hull's trademark. She's probably trained against her enough times to know that she's a low, flat stick tackler and she needed to bounce that ball over her stick to get a shot on goal.
Yeah, excellent work there from Amy Robinson. Still only 24, still quite a young player. And a well-taken goal. That was most certainly the most highly skilled piece of individual play we've seen from her in the 6 matches the Mavericks have played, Tina. That was a wonderful effort from Amy Robinson.
Yeah, hopefully that'll give her a little bit more confidence going into the second half, and we can see a little bit more of that, Glenn.
Absolutely, because there's nothing better than seeing your national squad members, your gold medalists from a couple of years ago, at the peak of their form.
Well, they've haven't had a lot of hockey this year, so for a lot of these players, they're still coming into their games, and this is probably the toughest competition that they've had. So in the last 8-9 months.
Well, pretty much, yes. Since the Premier, you were talking about the Pro League was put on ice due to COVID-19. So 1-0 the score to the Mavericks. Repeating the equation, anything other than a decisive victory, and a massively decisive victory to the Mavericks, we'll see tomorrow's games feature at 12 o'clock. The Mavericks playing the Alpiners for 3rd and 4th place, and the grand final will be played between the Falcons and the Tridents.
As long as the Mavericks don't score 5 goals.
That's right. The Mavericks got to score at least, got to win by a 5-goal margin minimum, and then it will be the Falcons who will miss out on the final. They will drop back to the 3rd and 4th place playoff match with the Alpiners, who earlier today beat the Tridents by 2-1. 3-1. It was 3-1. Great win for them. Second half underway, and it's Olivia Shannon with the first ball. First possession for the Falcons as Whitelock hoists, and Ralph keeps it in the field of play. Cotter. And the Mavericks will build from the back again, which they've done effectively all the way through this tournament. The Mavericks haven't been far away. They've been competitive in all their matches, other than that first match, Tina, which they lost 5-0 to the Tridents. And ironically, that could be the game that really bites them, with that goal difference so inferior to the other 2 teams that they're competing with.
Yeah, I think the first 2 games are a similar sort of situation with the Alpiners, who were 8-0, 8-1 against the Tridents as well.
Yeah, they were. It was a tough day at the office for them too. Yeah, it's the Falcons and the Tridents that were just able to settle quite quickly in the early games of this competition. But the Mavericks have certainly improved a lot since then. Tori Robinson over there trying to win the ball as Davey gets close to the baseline, but they managed to keep the ball. Davey captaining the team today. Captaining from the midfield. It's come off Curtis, so it'll be a free hit over there for Lydia Woods. Tanner, crash it in. It's come off Shannon. Lucan. Here's an opportunity near the circle's edge, but it's nicely salvaged by the Falcons. And here's Hope Ralph. 3-on-3 situation, and that's a timely stick there from Lydia Woods.
Yeah, she had to make that one, didn't she? Michaela Curtis coming on the outside. She's got some good speed.
Whitelock fires it across to Crowley. Well, in the end, maybe she should have hit the ball nice and hard from that position, Tina, to really create some pressure.
Yeah, I think she's being a bit too nice to that defender in front of her.
She didn't want to hurt the ball by hitting it hard. Sometimes hitting the ball nice and hard is what you need to do. Davey. Well, she and Cadell couldn't combine there effectively as Cotter brings it into the circle. And Mavericks get the opportunity to come clear from the back again. Good tackle from Curtis. She's been having a good tournament. Here's Whitelock. Little flick from Hope Ralph goes wide. In fact, it came off a Maverick stick. But Whitelock continues to probe and ask questions. Remember, if she makes the Olympic Games next year, it'll be a 5th Olympic Games, which is incredible. Not many New Zealanders in any sport get to 5 Olympic Games. Cotter. Just come off the foot there of that defender. Now here comes Cotter into the circle. Great run here from Caitlin Cotter. Still has it. King tries to disrupt her. Cotter still trying to get on the ball, and there are appeals for a penalty corner from the sideline, but they go unanswered by the umpires. Thought it might have come off the body there of Lydia Woods, but not to be.
I think it might have just been a hand, as opposed to her body, which was part of the stick.
Tuilotalava working hard off the ball, but doesn't get it. And here comes Roberts. Gone against the Falcons. Yeah, Kayla Whitelock, 5 Olympics. You'd have to go through the record books, but you could probably count the amount of Olympians that we've produced, Tina, who've gone to 5 Olympics. You could probably count them probably on 2 hands. Here comes Whitelock. Speak of the devil. Into the circle, passes it across, but Curtis was there, but unfortunately for the Falcons, a stray stick. In fact, there were appeals for a long corner. The initial decision was for a play out by the Mavericks, but it's been overturned or changed now. Played in by Shannon. And it is Jax who comes away. You know, if Whitelock does make the Black Sticks next year, Tina, to go to 5 Olympics, those are the sort of people you know, are in contention to like carry flags and stuff. So it'd be a huge honour for her if she could not only get to Tokyo, but do something like that. As Curtis comes forward, Jax. Whitelock, beautiful control from her. Here's a chance for the Falcons as they look to equalise their best chance. Perhaps they still can't take it, and Jessica Cowley can't get it in front of goal. It's good defence by the Mavericks.
Yeah, I'd like to. It's good to see Kayla attacking around the top of the circle and feeding those players low. If I were the Mavericks, I'd much rather see her feeding the ball down to the baseline than having the shot herself. So hopefully next time Kayla gets there, she'll wind up.
Thompson. Oh boy. Like to have that one again. She and Kim Tanner played a lot of hockey together. It was like they were strangers. And that one didn't go to plan for Whitelock and the Falcons either. And now Cadell coming away as Tuilotalava. Nice pass from her. That was Maddie Dow back to Tanner. Alex Lucan. Getting plenty of game time in this contest. Lucan. Play on, ready. Imploring for a free hit there. Wasn't coming. Zylstra. White and Tanner.
She's still looking daggers at the umpire there. Ready.
It's still 1-0. No change to that halftime score. About halfway through the third quarter. Hope you're enjoying our coverage. Don't forget tomorrow we'll be back for finals day. 3rd and 4th place playoff game at 12 o'clock. And the grand final at 2 o'clock. It's Thompson. Pulls it forward. Entangled in the Falcons' stick was Taylor White. Debut for the Black Sticks earlier this year. And almost a penalty corner you'd think there, but infringement just outside the circle. White to Thompson. Thompson will want to crash this in. Cross it. White now. But good tackling coming in from the Falcons. We had a stalemate there. And it's gone against Liz Thompson this time. Hull. Whitelock. Hull over to Whitelock again. Deep this time, Whitelock. Now she goes long, but that was ambitious. Nothing wrong with ambition, Tina.
Yeah, I'm not too sure if Emily Baker wanted that around her head.
Well, O'Hanlon back there. Bit of high field pressure coming in this time from the Falcons, but counting 6-7 players from the Mavericks in their own quarter. And now they got out of it nicely, which means there's space behind that line of players. And this is Taylor White.
Yeah, umpires a little bit frustrating. They're not allowing play to carry on and for the players to get that quick ball going.
Hunt and Lucan again. Lucan, a Black Sticks development player, has experience in England as well. And Hunt, good to see some players getting some responsibility at the back here with Tanner off the field at the moment, having a rest. Hunt. Well, that's back to the other central defender, that's Megan Hull. Robinson trying to win the ball there for the Mavericks. Almost got it. In fact, she doesn't quite have it. Good battle for the ball there between her and Casey Crowley. And now Robinson comes forward. Good stick work for a tall player, but that's well defended. Hull wasn't going to be beaten again like she was by Robinson in the first half. Hunt. Tanner back on there. Davey. Back to Tanner. Mavericks just happy to knock it around at the moment. And the Falcons looking for a mistake like that, and they've got one. Whoops, but the communication not quite there for Jenna Ray McIntyre that time. Hunt to Davey. Now, that's come off a Falcons stick. Or has it? No, it hasn't. It's just given the opportunity for the Falcons to apply some pressure at this end of the field. Well, it did come off a Falcons stick now. King. Penalty corner's been conceded. Ah, that was just messy from the Falcons.
Yeah, I think Julia was a little bit surprised at that call. That was a bit too easy for her.
Well, there was the appeal from Julia King. I've got a funny feeling that this is the first penalty corner in the game, Tina.
It is the first penalty corner. Played most of the game between the two 25s.
Yeah, 30, what is that? over 40 minutes of hockey with no penalty corners. So Thompson looks here. Thompson sweeps just wide. Wasn't a bad delivery. Diving to the near post there was Taryn Davey, but she couldn't get on the end of that one from Liz Thompson. So the Falcons come away with it. Roberts. It's come off Tanner's stick, and Curtis will take it quickly. Has Kelsey Smith with her. Here's Smith. Smith still has it. Great run. Oh, it just escaped her. Just when she needed it on her stick. And the Mavericks get out of that one, Tina. That was a close call.
Yeah, that was some nice aerial skill from Kelsey to get inside the circle. Just a little bit too far out of her reach for the shot.
Well, long corner conceded by Kim Tanner. And that will pass harmlessly over the baseline from Caitlin Cotter. So 90 seconds left in this third quarter, which means the Mavericks will have to score 4 goals in this last quarter. And Robinson tearing after that ball. The ball wins the race, as it invariably always does, Tina. Kelly. There's a good tackle coming in from Lucan. And Tui Lotalava comes in to the game just at the right time, but can't get the pass back from Jax. Wow, they could have really built to something. Hull. And the Falcons don't need to force the issue in this game. All the forcing needs to come from the team in orange. Julia King, it's come off her foot. It's going to be a free hit for the Falcons. Whitelock. Over to Hunt. Rather to Crowley. And now Hull. With just 10 seconds left in this third quarter. Kelsey Smith deflects it over the baseline. So that should do it for the end of the third quarter. Still 1-0 is the score. The goal scorer, Amy Robinson, coming in the second quarter. 1-0 to nil, the Mavericks lead. Strange situation unfolding here, Tina, with if we continue in this vein. I'm not saying that the Falcons aren't going to score a goal. They do feel like they have some goals in them. But let's say the Mavericks go on a win, we will have the two finalists playing each other tomorrow, and they'll both would have lost today.
Yeah, I think the Falcons are just going through the motions a little bit here, working on their structure and their patterns of play. Just a little bit down on the possession and certainly up on circle entries, 23 versus 10 against the Mavericks. So it certainly had a lot and created lots of opportunities here. They just need to get some results from those.
Yeah, shots on goal 2-1 in their favour on the CCL Stats Central scoreboard as well. But we must remind you that the Falcons do have the luxury of being 4 points clear on the Mavericks on the competition table. And they've got that in their favour, the Falcons. And it feels like it's going to be very important for the Mavericks scrambling to somehow find a way to get a 5-goal winning margin in this contest to eliminate the Falcons back to the third and fourth place playoff game.
Yeah, you'd have to wonder whether they've pretty much thrown their sights on the final and are looking forward to building for that third and fourth position and maybe coming out with a bronze medal. So, yeah, it's interesting.
Yes, earlier today, remember, it was the Alpiners beating the Tridents 3-1. Stacey Mickelson was rested from that game. So too was Steph Dickens for the Tridents. Two players who have been playing really well for them. But in the end, the result didn't matter. The Tridents are in the final tomorrow, regardless of the outcome of this contest here. So who are the Tridents going to play? It's most likely going to be the Falcons. That's unless the Mavericks can somehow win by 5 or more goals in this game. And they've started the last quarter with no goalkeeper, so they are going to have a crack. It's Taryn Davey. What do you make of that tactic, Tina?
Yeah, no, that's great to see. I was actually going to say, throw the goalkeeper off and let's play some hockey for the last quarter.
So let's see if this ambitious, risky strategy, it's all good if you've got the ball, but if you lose it, you're in deep trouble. Tanner, does that change your strategy when you've got no goalkeeper?
Yeah, definitely.
Tina, what do you think?
You've got the extra player on the field, so you've got the advantage. You're able to push that extra person forward, so that's the idea. So hopefully they can find that extra player higher up the pitch. And
well, it's Davey. He's going to cross it, and it's just come off Kiriana Wairo Hunter, so it's going to be a long corner. Curtis and Thompson frustrated to give away the free hit there. And now the Central Falcons have the ball. How will they play it? Will they continue to just knock it around at the back?
Oh, they'll play with it.
Oh, almost taken away by Rose Cadell. Roberts under pressure, but Roberts is an experienced player. Now Wairo Hunter doing a number over there to try and keep it in. Whitelock being forced back into a defensive role.
That's exactly what the Mavericks want. So
Good
they've
pressure.
got the extra player forward.
King. And now Tanner. Woods. Back to Tanner. And Alex Lucan. Well, that was right over Matty Dow's stick. Couldn't control it. Yeah, it'll be interesting to see how the Falcons go, because even though they have no goalkeeper, Shannon has it. Hope Ralph is way up in the circle. Shannon runs. There goes Shannon. Oh, how good was that from Olivia Shannon? Absolutely superb.
And that's a risk you take, having no goalkeeper, but that was an awesome finish from Olivia Shannon. Hope Ralph did really well. I like the way that she got up nice and high, so pulled the defence away and created a little bit more space for Shannon to come through.
This is not easy to do. Remember, Shannon's only 19. Bang! There'll be a dent in that baseboard. She buried it. Fantastic. So 1-1 now. That means now Mavericks need to find 5 more goals, not 4. This makes it just that little bit harder. But it's good to see them giving it a crack. But the dangers, the perils of not having the ball, Tina, crudely exposed, aren't they?
Yeah, they just allowed her to run a little bit too far there.
Thompson coming forward. Penalty corner for the Mavericks. Clock stopped at 11:23.
1 goal every 2 minutes.
Yeah. Well,
Easy.
That'll be excitement, won't it?
Didn't that happen to the Black Six Men?
Oh, don't. When was that? Germany, wasn't it? Yeah. It was against Germany, yeah. Less said about that, the better. Here come the Mavericks. It's Jacks. Palmed away by the Central Falcons keeper, Kelly Carline, who's out there now. Getting a quarter of hockey here. White. Curtis trying to win it. In fact, it was Matty Dow, of course, and no, it was Taylor White, rather. Here comes White now, playing it in. Thompson can't control it, and this is where things could get tricky for the Mavericks. Kelsey Smith can find a way through with the ball. She's lost it. Play on's the call. Thompson on it. Cadell whacks it in. Only needed a deflection from Amy Robinson up there, and it might have been 2-1. Who was else up there was Catley. Still the Mavericks continue to play with no goalkeeper. Hull. Good pass to Crowley. Now this could be danger signs for the Mavericks again. Reedy. Mavericks need to get the ball back here. And they have. A good tackle coming in from Taron Davey. And now Robinson comes forward. Rose Cadell. Cadell happy to come down this left side. Good stick there from Reedy. And Ali Hunt will get play started again. Whack it all the way across to Pert Anderson. Jacks onto that loose ball. He's got it again. Now Julia King. King, nice little pass. Cadell has lost it though.
Nice little touch from Megan Hull.
Wasn't it? How critical have those touches been from Hull in this game? Hull. It's a good ball forward. Oh, gee whiz. Jessica Kelly front on there. That could have been another goal for the Falcons, but it was a free hit to the Mavericks. Now the Falcons have the ball. No goalkeeper, remember. Still being played by the Mavericks. And I don't think that was touched by a Mavericks player. It wasn't. So they're going to have to go from deep in their own half. It's going to go against Thompson. Here come the Falcons. Got to get rid of it. Yes, they have the Mavericks. And now Thompson will come clear. Jacks. Oh, Curtis. No, that's Reedy. Reedy runs at the defence. No goalkeeper, remember. Second goal for the Falcons. And unfortunately, the Mavericks, who had to push the play, have been punished by now 2 goals. Felicity Reedy getting on the score sheet.
Yeah, I thought she had actually carried it a little bit too far, but she was able to get a good reverse stick shot away at the end there. Nice goal from Felicity Reedy.
Well, both goals being scored off the backhand side. It's off Davies' stick, and it's going to be more Falcons' possession as they look to build into the half again. Seven to play. Robertson Hull. Well, it looks inevitable now, doesn't it? Tina, we're going to have a Falcons Tridents final.
It's going to be a good contest tomorrow between the two.
Well, it will be at 2 o'clock. And the last time those two teams met, the Falcons won 2-1. It'll be the third meeting between the two teams. The other game was a draw. Free hit goes against the Mavericks. Hull. Reedy was the target. It's a pretty tough ask, isn't it, playing an entire quarter without a goalkeeper? And it looks like it's going to happen for the Mavericks.
Yeah, they've got to find that extra player. You know, they have the advantage in the field. So what they did really well in the first 2 quarters is they had patience going forward, threw the ball around, just rushing, turning the ball over too easily. And saying that, the Falcons are putting really good pressure on.
It's very good work again from Rebecca Baker, but she's lost it. Now a chance to build on the break from Davey here. Tuilotalava up there. She's got it. Yes, good pass from Taryn Davey. Here's Tuilotalava. Long corner. Falcons just crowded the goal, didn't they? Wall. It was a black and gold wall. Hunt crashes it. Beautifully controlled by Megan Hull. She and Fran Davies have had really strong tournaments. Davies, of course, been playing for the Alpiners.
Yeah, they've had some really key people. All teams have got some really key people in those defensive positions. Ella Gunson is the other one for the Tridents as well.
Yeah, they just have that control, don't they? And that composure. Here's Hunt. Mavericks. Now they have 3 up there, but Hull gets the ball, and Whitelock, with those silky skills, gets the Falcons out of trouble. Riley Knapp to Ilotalava. Enthusiastic play from her. Wins a free hit. Now Thompson. Here's a chance for Taryn Davey. He deflected away though, and Jacks. Shannon concedes the free hit as Jacks comes into the circle. Hull and Jacks get tangled up, and it's Bedley corner. Well, they've got to take it quickly. They've got to score 5 goals in 3 minutes and 42 seconds. Well, Mavericks really have struggled to put the ball in the goal. They've been competitive in all of their games other than their first one, but they just haven't got the goal scores in at the moment. And that one went in, but it was disallowed. Ellie Hunt's goal not allowed by the officials.
Yeah, fish shot at goal too high.
Hull come away with Whitelock. Nice tackle. That was Jacks with a beauty. King sweeps it across to Dow. Hunt stayed forward. In fact, it's Cadell. And Cadell back for a long corner. Kim Tanner. Maybe one more goal here for the Mavericks to lock it up. 2:30 to go. Hull will get there first. McCarty. Nice pass to Shannon. Just overcooked at Shannon. Right idea, though. Tanner to Hunt. Tanner and Hunt. Under 2 to go.
Nice ball.
Beautiful pass. Nicely controlled by Liz Thompson. 4 players, though, from the Falcons around here. They know the threat that Liz Thompson possesses. It's a good tackle coming in from Pert Anderson. Otherwise, Shannon could have been away. Now, Jacks, that's excellent work from her. Thompson and Whitelock, the 2 number 4s, come together. Play plenty of times for New Zealand together. That's a nice pass from Davey to King. Couldn't get a swing at the ball, though. She would have taken out a player.
Player's head.
Yes, that would have gone straight. I think that one, if it had hit the head from King's stick, would have required more than a bandage wrap-up, Tina. I think we might have needed a concussion test. Well, you've got to say, as we look at Thompson here, bringing it forward, we're in space. No one at the far post, though, to tap it in. It's been a pretty smart game from the Falcons and Darren Smith, hasn't it? They knew that the Mavericks needed to make all the running in this game. They didn't need to win the game. It's all about just working away and getting fine-tuned for the final, which is coming up tomorrow at 2 o'clock.
Yeah, and they've done really well today in terms of playing a more structured game. We've seen what they're like when they are on a fast break, and that's the strength of their younger players going forward, but they need to have a balance of both.
Shannon, no goalkeeper. She whacks it in, can't get it past that defender, though, and it's a long corner. 1-0 it was at the start of this quarter, remember? And that is the end of the game. So the Falcons once again concede the first goal of the contest, but come back to win. But they were aided by the fact the Mavericks played that entire last quarter with no goalkeeper, because the Mavericks needed to win by a big margin. So the Falcons win this game by 2-1. Very good goal to Amy Robinson just before half-time. But goals in the last quarter to Shannon, Olivia Shannon and Felicity Reedy. Both off the backhand side got the job done for the Falcons, and they have ended pool play unbeaten. Pretty decent effort from them. 2 draws and 4 wins for them, and they finish on 18 competition points to finish in the top position, and they'll play the Tridents in the final. And at 12 o'clock tomorrow, it'll be the Mavericks playing the Alpiners for 3rd and 4th place. We'll be back to wrap this game up in just a moment.
A new home is one of life's great adventures. Sentinel will help you enjoy the journey. Sentinel Homes. Design, build, enjoy.
Introducing the new Ford Escape ST Line X. Packed with the latest features so you can get moving, do more, and go further. Now available with the Ford Assured Future Value Finance offer. Simply pick your payment plan, and at the end of the term, choose if you want to keep your Ford Escape, return your Ford Escape, or upgrade to a new Ford. Easy. Ford. Bring on tomorrow.
Gallagher Hockey Centre here in Hamilton. We've just seen the conclusion of this game. The last of the pool matches in the women's competition in the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, won by the Central Falcons 2-1. And they have gone through pool play in very impressive fashion, not losing a match, the Central Falcons. And here are the stats to wrap it all up. Shots on goal ended up favouring them by 3. They didn't win a penalty corner, which was interesting. Circle entries favoured them, and they didn't have as much possession in the game. But, remember, as we've mentioned many times, the Mavericks needed to make all the running in this contest. Right, let's get some reaction now and go down to Hockey New Zealand's Matt Williams, who has Kayla Whitelock with him.
Kayla Whitelock, the Central Falcons captain. The side's built some good momentum heading into the final. How important was that for the team?
Yeah, I think we were a bit rusty at the start. Just our basic skills were off, but we were controlling it, so it was okay. But it was a good little hit out against a tough opposition, and we're just prepping now for that final.
And what are you wanting to see from the side? What's critical for the side ahead to see in tomorrow's match?
Oh, we just have to mix it with them. Physicality, we need to keep up with their speed. We obviously need to control Stacey because she's a critical person in their team, and they've got heaps of talent without. So we just need to play our style game, get them behind them as much as we can, and hopefully slot a few goals away.
Thanks and good luck for the final tomorrow. Cheers. And Taryn Davey from the Hauraki Mavericks. Tough loss. The side played really well out there. How did you feel the team went?
I think we did really well. I think we had a lot of grit and we worked really hard. We controlled a lot of the game, and I think in that last quarter we had nothing to lose and we put it all out there. We worked really well together, we held the ball, and we played some really good hockey, so I'm proud of our girls.
And you're coming up against an ever-improving Southern Alpiners tomorrow. What's critical to shut down against them tomorrow?
I think we just need to keep playing our game. Our pressing is going really well and we're sticking to our game plan, so we just need to keep building on that, building on our strengths, and I think we'll be good.
All right, thanks and good luck for tomorrow's match.
Thank you.
So there we are, Taryn Davey, the captain on the day for the Mavericks. So our matches have been confirmed for tomorrow, and there's a lot of intrigue coming into these two games. Firstly, at midday, with as Madam Williams just correctly said, an ever-improving Alpiners team who knocked over the Top Dogs early today, the Tridents, by 3-1. They're going to play the Mavericks, who have been very plucky defensively. And then we build at 2 o'clock for the grand final between the Central Falcons and the Tridents, who, of course, rested a couple of key players today, Tina, including Stacey Mickelson. So there's some nice unknown dynamics coming into this game tomorrow, the grand final.
Yeah, I think Kayla did say there that they'll have to watch Stacey coming through the middle there, but they've also got a battle having to watch Kayla coming through the middle as well. So I think both games, it's going to be really tight between the two. Interesting will be.
Very interesting indeed. All right, well, that wraps it up today here from the Gallagher Hockey Centre. We hope you enjoyed the coverage, but make sure you're with us for finals day tomorrow, starting at 12 o'clock with the third and fourth playoff game between the Alpiners and the Mavericks, and then the grand final of the Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League between the Tridents and the Falcons. See you tomorrow.
The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League is proudly brought to you by Hockey New Zealand, in association with Sentinel Homes, Vantage Windows and Doors, Computer Concepts Limited, Sky Sport, your home for hockey, and Sport New Zealand. The Sentinel Homes Premier Hockey League, live.